On July 20th, 1969, the world watched in awe. Humanity accomplished something truly extraordinary. For the first time, humans walked on the moon. This was the Apollo 11 mission, a testament to human ingenuity, courage, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. The mission was a culmination of years of dedicated work by scientists, engineers, and astronauts, all driven by a shared dream of reaching for the stars. This was more than just a scientific endeavor, it was a defining moment in human history. Apollo 11 showed us that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we work together towards a common goal. It ignited our imagination and inspired generations to dream big and reach for the impossible. The Apollo 11 mission serves as a beacon of human ambition and achievement. It reminds us that even the seemingly impossible is within our grasp if we dare to dream and work tirelessly to make those dreams a reality. This is the story of that incredible journey, a journey that continues to inspire and captivate us to this day. The journey to the moon began long before the launch of Apollo 11. It began with a challenge. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy, in a speech that would echo through history, challenged the United States to land a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the end of the decade. This was a bold and ambitious goal, one that would push the limits of technology and human endeavor. At the time, the United States was locked in a fierce competition with the Soviet Union in the realm of space exploration. The Soviets had already achieved several significant milestones, including launching the first satellite Sputnik and sending the first human Yuri Gagarin into space. Kennedy saw the moon landing as a way to demonstrate American technological superiority and leadership on the world stage. The Apollo program was born out of this challenge, a massive undertaking that would require the combined efforts of hundreds of thousands of people across the country. Scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to develop the rockets, spacecraft, and technologies needed for the mission. Astronauts underwent rigorous training, preparing for the unknown challenges of spaceflight and lunar exploration. The Apollo 11 mission was the culmination of years of meticulous planning and preparation. 3 astronauts were chosen for this historic mission. Neil Armstrong, the mission commander, known for his calm demeanor and exceptional piloting skills. Buzz Aldrin, the lunar module pilot, who would join Armstrong on the lunar surface, and Michael Collins, the command module pilot, who would remain in lunar orbit while Armstrong and Aldrin explored the moon. The mission launched on July 16, 1969, from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, atop the mighty Saturn V rocket, the most powerful launch vehicle ever built. Millions around the world watched on television as the massive rocket roared to life, carrying the hopes and dreams of humanity skyward. The launch was flawless, a testament to the skill of the engineers and technicians who had designed and built the Saturn V. The journey to the moon took 3 days. During this time, the astronauts performed system checks, aligned the spacecraft, and prepared for lunar orbit insertion. They were in constant communication with Mission Control in Houston, Texas, a team of skilled engineers and scientists who monitored every aspect of the mission. On July 20th, 1969, the world held its breath as the lunar module, nicknamed Eagle, separated from the command module and began its descent to the lunar surface. Armstrong and Aldrin were at the controls, guiding the delicate craft through the final stages of the landing. The landing was one of the most tense and challenging parts of the mission. As the Eagle approached the lunar surface, alarms sounded, indicating that the onboard computer was overloaded. Armstrong, with ice in his veins, took manual control of the lunar module and guided it to a safe landing site in the Sea of Tranquility. With only seconds of fuel remaining, Armstrong announced, "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Section 5. One small step, one giant leap. Hours after landing on the lunar surface, Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on another celestial body. As he stepped off the ladder of the lunar module and onto the fine, powdery surface of the moon, he spoke the words that would be etched in history. "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Moments later, Aldrin joined Armstrong on the lunar surface, and together, they spent the next 2.5 hours exploring their surroundings, taking photographs, planting an American flag, and deploying scientific instruments. They collected lunar samples, which would be returned to Earth for analysis, providing valuable insights into the composition and history of the moon. The world watched in awe as the grainy images of Armstrong and Aldrin walking on the moon were transmitted back to Earth. It was a moment of shared wonder and accomplishment, a testament to the boundless potential of the human spirit. Section 6. Lunar Experiments and Discoveries. While on the lunar surface, Armstrong and Aldrin deployed several scientific instruments designed to study the moon's environment. These included a seismometer to measure lunar quakes, a solar wind collector to study the stream of charged particles from the sun, and a laser reflector that would allow scientists to measure the distance between the Earth and the moon with great accuracy. The astronauts also collected lunar samples including rocks, soil, and core samples, which were carefully stored for return to Earth. These samples would provide scientists with invaluable material for studying the composition, age, and history of the moon, revolutionizing our understanding of our celestial neighbor. The experiments and observations made during the Apollo 11 mission significantly advanced our understanding of the moon. The data collected helped scientists refine theories about the moon's formation, its internal structure, and the processes that have shaped its surface over billions of years. Section 7. Journey back to Earth. After spending 21 hours and 36 minutes on the lunar surface, it was time for Armstrong and Aldrin to begin their journey back to Earth. They lifted off from the moon in the lunar module's ascent stage, leaving behind the descent stage and the scientific instruments they had deployed. The ascent stage docked with the command module, where Collins had been patiently orbiting the moon. With the lunar module safely docked, the astronauts transferred the lunar samples and film they had collected to the command module and prepared for the journey home. The engine on the command module ignited, and the spacecraft began its 3-day journey back to Earth. The return journey was uneventful, and on July 24, 1969, the command module splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean, southwest of Hawaii. The astronauts were recovered by a Navy ship and returned to Earth, where they were greeted as heroes. Section 8. A Legacy for the Ages. The Apollo 11 mission was a resounding success, achieving all of its objectives and more. It was a triumph of human ingenuity, courage, and determination, a testament to what we can achieve when we set our minds to a common goal. The mission had a profound impact on the world, inspiring generations to dream big and reach for the stars. The legacy of Apollo 11 extends far beyond the technological achievements of landing on the moon and returning safely to Earth. It inspired a generation of scientists, engineers, and mathematicians, leading to advancements in fields such as aerospace engineering, computer science, and materials science. It also fostered a spirit of international cooperation, as people around the world came together to celebrate this historic achievement. The Apollo 11 mission stands as a beacon of human potential, a reminder that there are no limits to what we can achieve when we work together. It is a story that will continue to inspire and captivate for generations to come.